Hello friends and students. In this lecture video we shall find out two things. The equivalent resistance of resistors connected in series as shown in this figure and the equivalent resistance of resistors connected in parallel as shown in this figure. So let us consider the first case where we have two resistors R1 and R2 connected in series across the voltage V. So this is plus minus voltage V, and we have current I which flows through the entire network. The current I flows through resistance R1 and the same current flows through the resistance R2. So we have to remember that if elements are connected in series, the same current flows. So let the voltage across the resistance R1 be V1 and the voltage across the resistance R2 be V2. So current flows in this direction, so this is plus minus, and we know that the voltage applied V is equal to the voltage drop across R1 and R2. So I can write V as V1 plus V2, or the total voltage in the entire closed circuit is equal to 0, or I can write it as V minus V1 minus V2 is equal to 0. Alright. So now V is the current I into the equivalent resistance Req. So if I can replace these two resistors R1 and R2 by a single resistance, so that is the equivalent resistance. So instead of connecting two resistors in series, I can connect one resistance which would be the equivalent resistance of R1 and R2. So V equals I into R. So it's going to be R equivalent. So I have I into the equivalent resistance, which is equal to V1 is I into R1 and V2 is I into R2. So if I take I common, I have R1 plus R2, which is equal to I into R equivalent. So I and I gets cancelled. So what is the equivalent resistance? The equivalent resistance is R1 plus R2. So if two resistors are connected in series, the equivalent resistance is R1 plus R2. If I have n resistors connected in series, then the equivalent resistance is R1 plus R2 plus and so on up to Rn. Now if I have a special case where R1 equals R2 equals Rn, that means if all the resistors are equal, then the equivalent resistance is n times R. So if I observe these expressions, we realize that the equivalent resistance is always greater than the largest resistance present in the series network because we are adding up the resistors. Now let us consider the resistance R1 and R2, the resistors R1 and R2 connected in parallel as shown in this figure. So I have resistors R1 and R2 connected across the voltage V. So the same voltage appears across R1 and R2. Now let the current flowing be I. Now this current I gets divided and I1 flows through R1 and I2 flows through R2. So the voltage V appears across R1 and the voltage V appears across R2. So we have to remember that if elements are connected in parallel, may it be resistors or capacitors or inductors, when the elements are connected in parallel, then the voltage drop across those elements would be the same. So the drop across R1 would be V, the drop across R2 would be V. But whereas when elements are connected in series, the current flowing them would be the same. Alright. So if I need to replace these two resistors with an equivalent resistance Req, what would that be? So we know that V equals I into Req, which I need to find. I need to find Req. And from this figure, I know that the current I gets divided as I1 plus I2. So I is equal to I1 plus I2. So from this expression, what is I? I is V by R equivalent. And what is I1? Now we know that V1 equals I1 into R1. So therefore, the current is voltage divided by resistance. Now what is the voltage across R1? It is V divided by the resistance, which is R1. Now similarly, the current I2 is voltage by resistance. The voltage is V across R2 divided by R2. So now let us substitute all these three expressions in this. Let me call this as 1. So I have V by R equivalent equals V by R1 plus V by R2. Now if I take V common outside in the RHS, I have 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So V and V can be cancelled. So therefore we have the equivalent resistance. So this implies 1 by equivalent resistance is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay. So or if I take the LCM, I get and take the reciprocal, I have R equivalent is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Alright. So here I would get R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. We take the reciprocal, we get this. So here I have two resistors connected in parallel. If I have n resistors connected in parallel, then what would the equivalent resistance be? The equivalent resistance 1 by the equivalent resistance would be, so 1 by R equivalent would be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus so on plus 1 by Rn. And if all the resistors are equal, that means if R1 equals R2 equals Rn, I get, so let me write it here, 1 by R equivalent would be N by R. If R1 equals R2 equals Rn. So therefore the equivalent resistance here in case of resistors connected in parallel would always be smaller than the smallest resistance connected. Right? So this is the expression for the equivalent resistance of resistors connected in series, and this is the expression for the equivalent resistance of resistors connected in parallel. So the next two video segments we shall find the equivalent capacitance and inductance. So what happens when inductors are connected in series and parallel, and what is the equivalent capacitance when the capacitors are connected in series and parallel? We shall see that in the next two video segments. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notifications of further uploads. And to watch all the videos related to electric circuits or network analysis, make sure that you click on the I icon or go through the playlist network analysis or network theory. Thanks for watching.